As many of you know, MGM and Paramount Pictures are getting ready to shoot a remake of the classic film Ben-Hur. It looks like they may have their lead character. According to reports, Thor and Avengers star Tom Hiddleston is the frontrunner for the title role of Judah Ben-Hur, who was previously played by Charlton Heston. Dennis, would you buy or sell Tom Hiddleston as Ben-Hur?
As far as Tom Hiddleston, I buy it. He's a wonderful actor. I think he can play a man determined and obsessed with revenge. However, the production itself, I'm a little worried. I mean, they're rebooting one of the biggest movies in film history.
Yeah.
It's tied with Titanic, Return of the King, with the most Oscar wins. It's a classic. I just don't know if Timur, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, is the right man for the job. Because, I mean, if you look at his history, none of those movies are on that grand scale of what Ben-Hur is going to be. So I'm a little bit worried about the production as a whole.
Yeah, I'm actually not worried about the production. I think it's got as much or as little of a chance as any other film coming out. And I love Ben-Hur, and I'm saddened by how many people have not watched it. And everybody knows how much I love Tom Hiddleston, but I'm going to sell this. Tom Hiddleston, huge talent, and like I always say, it's never a mistake to add talent. But if you're just going to ask me, sit back, even though he's one of my favorite actors going today, do I see him as a really good fit for Ben-Hur? I don't know that I see it as a fit, personally, myself. So for now, I'm just going to sell it. Christian?
I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to buy it because I'll give you, I mean, we're just talking about Guardians. If someone would have told you that Chris Pratt, the guy who was kind of doughy and was going to play this kind of ripped adventurer, you'd be like, really, that guy?
Amy Rose and I, I remember when we did the show the day they announced it, and we both went,
yes,
done!
Yes.
That's perfect.
I think, but there are a lot of people that were doing the doughy
yeah.
stuff too.
Yeah.
And I think that when you have what he can do as an actor, the guy, Hiddleston, he is a very talented dude, and we have not even cracked the surface of what he's possible doing. Yeah. I am with Dennis in the fact that I'm worried a little bit about the production of it, and the director has not really proven himself so much yet. But that's not to say that he can't be doing the same thing I'm talking about with Pratt, is that maybe this is the one. Maybe he's got a passion for Ben-Hur, and he has a vision for it. You very well might be right, and then we're worried about it, and then it turns into a disaster of a remake that shouldn't have happened. But if there's a passion behind it, and we have Hiddleston, I'm buying it because I want to see what this guy can do next.
Amy Rose?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. When I first heard about this remake, I was just like, this is in classic territory. Like, this has defined cinema, this film, and like, the technological, deficiencies, we'll call them, of the time, it didn't matter because it's so epic and magical. It's a really special film. You're right. So many people haven't seen it, which baffles me. But you add Hiddleston to this role where Charlton Heston left some huge shoes to fill. Yeah. I mean, when he was on screen, he just had that it factor. Again, that old classic movie star quality. And I think Hiddleston has that as well. I don't think a lot of people do. And you're right. He's going to play Hank Williams, which is amazing. Loki. I mean, Lovers Left Alive. He's just showing so many different sides of what he's capable of. And with this, we've never seen something like this out of him. So I'm really excited about it.
Can I say something I know I'm probably going to get roasted for? I know. I'm going to say I think Charlton Heston is a legend. I think that Tom Hiddleston has a potential to be a much better actor than Charlton is, because Charlton Heston sometimes, even in Apes, which I love, the original, he's so over the top in a lot of his roles, and that was what it called for.
That was the era, though, right?
Yeah. What it called for back in the time.
And it worked for Ben-Hur.
It did, but that I just think that there's so much more to Hiddleston as an actor. Personally, I think Charlton Heston is a legend. Like you said, it called for the time for him to be It called for that stuff.
It was more theatrical at the time.
Yes. Touch of evil. I mean, he was over the top in that.
That's what his style was. I get it, but I just think that Hiddleston's gonna be able to tap in maybe something brand new that we've never seen with Ben-Hur.
About Charlton Heston, I will say, one of my, in all honesty, as much as I love Ten Commandments, Ben-Hur, one of my all-time favorites, and all the other films that he's done, one of my favorite, screen experiences with Charlton Heston is True Lies. He was the first time I've ever heard "screwed the pooch." He was the guy who coined that phrase for me.
Everything about that movie.
Oh, favorite action film of all time.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.